So if you've shopped on Realtor.com or Zillow, you're not finding many houses that your family would move to, and you might make the big mistake that a lot of owners are making right now when they say, I think I'll just stay where I'm at for another couple of years. And that can be financially devastating because we know we are at a peak in values, right? I always point out, like, home values do go up, but they do go down too. That's the very definition of a peak. So now is the time to move, especially if you can get a great deal on your next home. What you may not realize is that a lot of times the best properties never make it to the open market. If you're looking online, you're kind of looking at the leftover houses. We can get you access to unlisted or pre-market homes with what Patrick calls his dream home finder approach. So the way that works is once we know what you're looking for, area, price range, school district, certain amenities that you want in a home, we can go out and find unlisted houses matching exactly what your family's looking for, and you're the only one that knows they're for sale. So we send out marketing that says, we have a buyer that wants to live in your area and we will pay market value. This gives you a distinct advantage and you can beat other buyers to the hottest new listings. So Patrick, tell us a little bit about that Dream Home Finder and exactly how it works.
Yeah, like Greg said, what we do is we advertise. I do through Facebook ads and also through postcard mailings to homeowners in the areas that my buyer clients are looking in. And we try to get sellers to raise their hand to say, we might be interested in selling, but we're not on the market yet. And a lot of the sellers, the homeowners we found, actually prefer to go this route rather than the hustle and bustle, all the stress of all these showings and multiple offers that a lot of sellers are getting. And they can just sell for fair market value to one person. They don't have to deal with prepping for showings and all of that stress. So it's easier sometimes for those sellers. And initially, all we're looking for is based on your criteria. Some of the criteria Greg mentioned, like price range, your location, school district, any amenities or numbers of beds and baths you're looking for. The more specific you are, the better chance we have of finding homeowners whose homes would match your criteria perfectly. And all we're doing is getting them to raise their hand that they might be willing to sell. And I can take it from there and connect you guys with them and see if we can set up a showing just in the traditional way we would if they were on the market. But again, since they're off market, there's no competition from other buyers. So you're the only buyer who knows that this house is for sale, and you're gonna get a much better deal that way. And you're not gonna have to deal with all the stress of competing with other buyers.
Yeah, and I think that's, we've all heard the statement before, you make money when you buy, right? That's true with like stock market, real estate, whatever. You make money when you buy. If you go the traditional route of finding a home for sale and there's 20 buyers fighting over it, there's only one way you'll get that house, and that's to be willing to pay more money than anyone else is willing to pay. That's a bad way to buy. So Patrick says, when we're selling your house, we want that. We want a bidding frenzy. Let's get that price as high as we can. But when you're buying a home, we want to put you in a category of one where you're the only one that knows that house is for sale, and it's just buyer to seller, and you can buy that home at market value rather than an inflated price. So you can sell your current home at a premium, you can buy your next home at market value. That's what gives you the spread to take advantage of today's peak in values. Three big opportunities that we're going to focus on. Number one is how you search for your property. Again, if you're looking at online websites, Zillow.com, Realtor.com, or anything like that, you're really looking at the properties that have been listed on the open market. Many are already overpriced or picked through. And the fact is, the professional home buyers never really look that way. They find access to properties before they hit the open market. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can gain access to homes before they go out to the general public so you can get the best deals under the best terms. Now, the second opportunity for you is going to be financing. What type of financing are you securing? We find a lot of times that the typical home buyer is going to go like to their community bank or the bank they've worked with in the past in order to try to get a mortgage. This can cost you thousands of additional dollars that you don't need to spend. If you're working with a professional realtor here locally, they work with professional lenders that can get you a very good deal on financing. They're highly reputable, and they work with a lot of clients that local real estate agent refers to them, so you can get yourself a better deal. So opportunity 2 is that financing. And then opportunity 3 is negotiation. Again, if you have somebody representing your best interest, a professional, they're going to be able to negotiate in your terms. Now, we're not just talking about price of the home, we're also talking about terms and conditions. So there's a lot that you will negotiate in the purchase of a home, even outside of the initial purchase price, that can make a big difference and save you thousands of dollars in the long run. So having a professional realtor representing you, they can represent your best interest by making sure the price and the terms fit exactly what you're looking for. So we're going to talk about those three in detail in just a moment. Let's talk a little bit about the credit that you're going to need in order to qualify for a house. We always recommend that everybody get a free credit monitoring service. There's several of them out there, Credit Karma being one. It's totally free for you to get that. There's several out there, and you can go with anybody you'd like. But the advantage with that is when you set up an account with them, they'll verify who you are, and then they'll be able to show you your current credit score and things you can do to improve your credit. So what you'll want, if you're looking to purchase a home, you'll probably want it to show that you have a credit score of 650 or higher. Now, in all fairness, a lot of these companies, Credit Karma being one, the way that they make their money is they want you to apply for credit cards and loans. They get a little referral fee. We don't recommend you apply for anything that they're asking for, particularly before you talk to your real estate agent. It's been known that they suppress your actual credit score in an effort to get you to invest in one of those things. So maybe your credit score is 670, but they show that it's 652, and they're suppressing your real score. So what we found is as long as your credit score is 620 or higher, it's worth investigating with a real estate agent and the lender that they refer to you to see if maybe now is a good time for you to purchase a home. You might be able to do it with no money down or little money down and get yourself an awesome deal on a loan, provided you've got a credit score that on Credit Karma or a website like that shows that you're 620 or higher. That makes it worth investigating because, again, your real credit score may actually be higher than that. We talked a little bit about how you should be searching for a home. There's nothing more important than working with a Dream Home Finder program. Again, you don't want to be looking around on Zillow or Realtor.com. You want to utilize a realtor that has what they call a Dream Home Finder program, and that's what we do here at our office. Essentially, here's how it works. We can get you access to the perfect homes in the exact neighborhoods that you may be interested in and get you access before they hit the open market. That means there won't be a sign in the yard. There won't be any photos online. It is literally a pre-market property. Now that's done because here with our team, we utilize some proprietary marketing approaches where once we know the price range that you're interested in, the area, the neighborhood, the style of home, even clear down to a fenced yard or a first floor master bedroom, we can specifically go out and market for those kinds of homes saying, hey, we have a buyer that wants to live in your area. You can sell your home rather than listing it. Now, the homeowners really like that because it eliminates that problem for them. They don't want to list their home. They just want to sell. That gets you priority access before it ever hits the open market so we can beat other buyers to the hottest new listings. So utilizing a program as we do here at our office called the Dream Home Finder program, that's going to allow you to get multiple properties that are perfect matches for what you're looking for, and you're not stuck with all that overpriced or pick through properties online. Now, when we say Dream Home Finder, that doesn't necessarily mean a $3 million home. A dream home for you might be your starter house, a beautiful home that needs no repairs, that's in great condition. That might be a dream home for you. It might be a move-up home where obviously you've got a larger family and things are starting to grow, you need a little more room, or it may be that luxury or affluent type property. A Dream Home Finder is really about finding the perfect home for you under your current circumstances that meets exactly what your family's looking for. I'm sure you're wondering why it's free of charge to you. You might be wondering, why would they invest thousands of dollars in marketing if it's free to me? Well, the reason for that is our team would get the typical real estate commission when we do find a property, just like every single home you would look at on Zillow.com or Realtor.com. So our goal is to find the perfect match for you and your family so that we can then get you into that property and it becomes a win-win for all of us. Now, the way our process works here at our office is we're going to work with you. Get a free phone consultation in first. Let's find out a little bit about you and your family and what you're looking to achieve. And first of all, see, is owning a home really right for you now? Is moving to a new property really right for you with your current situation? So a free phone consultation will allow us to address that. If it is appropriate at this time, we'll get you to what we call RWA certification. We want you to be an RWA certified buyer. That means a ready, willing, and able buyer. Essentially, you're pre-approved for a loan with a couple of the lenders that we work with. We're going to make sure that you don't have a home to sell where there would be a home sale contingency. If you do have a home to sell, we will show you how to negotiate that, and we will handle all of that process for you. We're going to get you to RWA certification. So once we find that perfect house, once we find the unlisted home that matches exactly what you're looking for, we can negotiate as strongly as possible because you show that you're a ready, willing, and able buyer. So we're going to position you in advance for you to negotiate a very good deal. And that's part of the benefits of dealing with a team like ours where we negotiate your best interest. And then finally, we're going to do the negotiations and inspections. Now, we never want you to own a home that's not in great condition. So even when we find that perfect house, we're going to negotiate the perfect terms, we're going to negotiate the perfect price, but we're also going to make sure that it's contingent on professional inspections. We want to make sure it doesn't have any insects that we don't want in there, wood-boring insects or anything like that. We want to make sure that a professional home inspector comes in to make sure the windows work and the furnace works and all of the plumbing works correctly and the appliances are in good shape. They're going to check everything on your behalf, and we will negotiate for that contract to be contingent on you being satisfied with those inspections. Again, we want to make sure it's a nice home for you. That's part of representing your best interest. But the entire process starts months before you would want to purchase a home. I've always cautioned everyone, the one mistake that you can make is waiting until the last minute saying, okay, we want to move next month, so we start looking now. You'll probably end up in the wrong home. I'd rather you start too early than start too late. So what we'll do is we can negotiate closing dates and possession and that type of thing, but you want to start 2, 3, sometimes 4 months in advance of you actually wanting to close. You've got to get that free phone consultation in just to give you the direction you need as a homeowner. So we do offer that totally free of charge here, no obligation whatsoever, and certainly no high-pressure sales pitch or anything like that. We want to first of all make sure that it's the right time for you to purchase. It makes sense for you to do so. We'll go over a little bit about what you're comfortable with on house payment and what the total monthly payment should be so you know what price range you're looking at. And if it's desirable right now to check out a pre-approval status, we'll even get you in touch with lenders that can get you to a pre-approved status. We'll get you to RWA certification so we can start looking for the best homes. Now, the best part of this Dream Home Finder program is we're going to start that marketing on your behalf to find perfect properties in your exact desirable areas with the exact amenities that you're most interested in. Now, this Dream Home Finder is available totally free of charge, no obligation at all, and it all starts with that simple phone consultation. Let's find out, if you were to make a move, where would it be? Where would you like to live? What do you want in a home? If you could paint the perfect picture, what would be the perfect house for you? And then challenge us with going out to find that. The advantage is you can look at homes without committing to selling your current property. You're not going to be sold, sell your current property without a home to move to. We can start shopping for homes before you make any commitment at all. And let's face it, shopping for houses is fun. Let's go find a few homes. Let's call them secret properties that nobody else knows about. Let us locate those for you. They'll be a good match. And then you can decide if it's a perfect fit for you. Okay, so again, this starts with a totally free phone consultation. You'll see a phone number is listed below right here. Grab your phone while you're watching this video. Grab your phone real quick and reach out to us. You'll speak with Patrick directly, and we can talk about, if you were to make a move, where would it be? This simply starts the process. You're not committing to anything, and I think you'll be very impressed with what we can find for you. So Patrick, tell us about this initial phone call. What do you usually like to find out from them? What info do you need in order to get the process started?
Well, it's pretty simple. We're not really talking about financing or anything like that. All we're looking at is what general price range are you comfortable with? How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms do you need? Do you need a garage? If so, how many car spaces do you need for that? What kind of a lot are you looking for? What type of a neighborhood? If you have a specific neighborhood you'd like to live in, or a specific suburb or school district, again, the more specific we can be, the better chance we have of matching with exactly what you want. But like Greg mentioned, there's no obligation, there's no cost. I'm not trying to pass you to my lender right away and get you pre-approved. We're just on a fact-finding mission to at least initially see if we would be a good fit to work together. And honestly, you're getting a chance to talk to me to see if you can trust me to help you with your home search. So it's a mutual feeling out process here on the initial call. Shouldn't last any more than 5-10 minutes or so, just to kind of get the ball rolling on your home search to see if it's something that we can help you with.
Yeah, and I think that's the best way to get started. We certainly realize that buying and selling a home is a process, not an event, right? So this is just getting that process started. I think it's the best way to get going without a commitment of selling your current property. So challenge us here. Tell us what you'd like to own, what type of property you want. I think you'd be very impressed with what we can find. Now, by the way, whether you're doing that local, out of town, or even out of state, we work with thousands of agents around the country that offer that same dream home finder. So you can start looking at pre-market homes before you commit to selling your current home. That's true even if you're moving anywhere in the United States. So reach out to us here. Phone number is listed below. Let's have a quick 5-10 minute phone call here. You'll actually speak with Patrick directly, and we can get you pointed in the right direction. Patrick, I know you're crazy busy in today's market. I appreciate you taking a little time with us today.
Thank you too, Greg. I appreciate your help.
Absolutely. We've helped countless families here throughout this area. We'd love to add your family to the list and finding the perfect home to move to and selling your current property for absolute top dollar. Reach out to us at the number below and we'll watch for your call. Thanks so much and bye-bye for now.